What is up, everybody? I'm hoping you're all well, and we all know there's nothing more that Hollywood likes making more other than remakes of classic movies. That is, of course, making sequels to movies that no one's really asking for. While the first movie isn't exactly a terrible movie, how have we got a sequel to this movie before we've got a sequel to the Carl Urban-led Dredd film? I mean, come on, Hollywood, what is that all about? Give us the sequel we want. Give us the sequel we deserve. No? Fine, I guess we'll talk about this movie. The Secret Life of Pets 2. So The Secret Life of Pets 2 is a sequel to the 2016 movie The Secret Life of Pets. This movie sees all the characters from the first movie return. Max in this movie is having to deal with his owner finding a boyfriend, getting married and having a baby. Gidget is given a very special mission by Max, and Snowball is basically a superhero for hire. And those are the three separate sort of story points that we have in this movie before they all lead up and combine into one ending. And like I said, while the first movie wasn't a bad movie, it's not a movie that I personally want to go and watch again. It is basically just a rehash of Toy Story, just with animals. But I have to say, this movie wasn't half bad. It's not a bad sequel. In fact, I think I prefer this movie over the first one. Sure, it has some issues which we'll get to in just a moment, but the positives for the film, the cast in the movie all do a really good job. They all seem to get behind their characters. They all give a lot of energy and charisma to the voices. They really do bring their characters to life and make them very likeable, very funny. They all seem to have good chemistry with each other, are able to bounce off of each other really well. So I have to say, the cast overall did a really good job in this movie. The animation for the film as well also looks beautiful. Much like the first movie, Illumination do a good job of making some very nice looking animated films. They don't copy too much from other animated studios. They do try and make their own sort of look, their own sort of unique style towards their animation. However, there are also moments where you can see the inspiration for certain moments. And inspiration's fine as long as you're not blatantly ripping off another movie like they did with a storyline for the first movie, that being Toy Story but with animals. This movie seemed to go down a different path. It tried to make its own story up. It did a good job in doing that. I actually really enjoyed the story for this movie. Granted, I actually preferred all the things that took place in New York City with Gidget and Snowball. I wasn't really all that invested in everything that was going on with Max. Whenever it kept cutting back to Max and his story, I got a little bit bored. It started to slow the pacing down for the film, whereas everything with Gidget and Snowball and the rest of the characters in New York was really enjoyable. And while there are a lot of jokes in this movie that don't necessarily land, there are some genuinely funny moments, especially with the way animals are reacting to their humans. I do really like the interaction between the pets and their human characters, and admittedly, yeah, while the human characters aren't a main part of the film, it is obviously The Secret Life of Pets. The little interactions and the way they act with their owners is really funny, especially if you own a cat or a dog, whatever pet you may own. The way they act with the humans is the way they act with you, albeit in a heightened, more over-the-top and comedic way. But that aspect of the movie is admittedly my favourite part of the movie, seeing how these animals react with the humans and how they act when the humans aren't around. I really want to see more of that in these movies. Like I said, this movie is better than the first movie. It's a harmlessly fun film for families. Sure, there are some moments that adults will be a little bit bored by. Personally, everything that happened with Max and his storyline in the movie, I wasn't really invested in. It did slow the movie down for me, but the rest of the film was really enjoyable. The characters are very likeable, they're very funny. I do feel like they tried to engage the adult audience more in this movie than they did the first movie, and while it does work in some aspects, there are some moments where it does fail. Overall, though, I really did enjoy this movie. I had a really fun time with it. Families will definitely really enjoy it as well, especially the younger children. They'll have a great time with it. I still really like the premise of this movie, of what pets are doing when the owners aren't around. And because this movie was better than the first, I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to see where they take this franchise if they do another film. The animation was great, the characters were all really likeable, their storylines were all great except for maybe Max's part, which did bore me. The bits with Gidget and Snowball, though, I really enjoyed. The end does get a little bit over the top, but it is still enjoyable. I do recommend checking it out, especially if you have kids. The kids will love this movie, and so for all those reasons, I'm going to give The Secret Life of Pets 2 4 stars. So, The Secret Life of Pets 2, have you guys seen it yet? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, then subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks again for watching. You guys are awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.